God forbid you ever take a day off with the 2016 Advent calendar.
Yeah.
We have another day of 2 beers.
I don't know how I'm gonna survive. It's more of like a training course.
Yeah.
Although it does spoil me because when we went to a restaurant and had the mass-produced beer, I'm just like, what is this?
Turn up your nose.
It's just like, this is like, cannot believe. But it is like intensive beer class.
And it continues its intensity today, both in terms of variety and sheer alcohol percentage. You'll recall that Friday we did it was a 7.5 and an 11.2.
11.5 or something.
Yeah, today we're starting with Parallel 49's Bodhisattva. It's a 7% dry hopped sour.
My label is fucked up, so it's all like scratched up on the side. So you might not want to look at mine.
Soured by holiday consumerism? I mean, that's pretty rich, considering we paid like $90 for this calendar in the first place. Zen out with this dry hop sour and find your inner path to enlightenment. But my T looks like a J, so it looks like enlightenment J.
Oh, mine does not even have this dry hop. It's more like this.
I saw the comments. They said, why does NL keep slamming the bottle opener down?
Yeah, and then to count the T count.
Oh
to bring
God.
up the T count.
Take a sniff of that.
It's all gone. I think you sniffed it all out of it.
I sniffed it all?
I think so. I don't smell it.
So greedy.
Oh!
I'm gonna make a bold prediction. I don't want to influence your opinion, Kate. On paper...
The smell already gives me a vinegar already.
On paper, I think this is likely to be your least favorite beer in the calendar. It's hoppy, which you're not a huge fan of, and it's sour, which you haven't gotten down with the sour trend yet.
I still have not found it beer that has opened my eyes to the sour beer. But it is vinaigrette.
Right now it smells like...
Whoa, it's like so... like blanc.
Wow, extremely carbonated.
Yes.
It smells almost like a sparkling lemonade right now.
Oh,
it actually, you know those videos of
the
like...
perfect pour. 10 out of 10, I'll be a 10 out of 10 bartender.
You ever see like a James Bond movie, and they have, or a movie like it, and they have the superhero suspended over a pit of acid, and then like a piece of his clothes falls in, and it goes like shh, and then they're like, that's what will happen to you, Mr. Bond. That is what this sounds like right now. It's like...
Oh my god, I'm not happy to smell this, and I feel like I should.
It smells a little bit like...
It's like 100% vinegar to me.
It's like vinegar and roast pork or something like that. It smells meaty to me.
Maybe that's your nose cooking.
No,
okay, it's not for you. Why are you scratching the floor?
Maybe it smells like what he left in the litter box.
Wow.
It actually, I don't think it smells that bad. It just smells unusual. I seriously get like a marinade. I would get like a marinade. Like
I'm smelling lemonade.
This is like what you put like a chicken thigh in before you put it on the rotisserie.
Yeah, because it's a vinegar or like a hard alcohol to soften up the meat.
It smells like a deli. Anyway, cheers.
Cheers! Here we go! Woo!
Wow. All right.
It's not that bad.
It's extremely well. It's sour. Like
it is
pretty sour.
It might be sour, more sour than the sour beer.
The cherry.
No, I think it's not as sour as that one. But actually, I thought it would be very, not foul, but I thought it would be very like distinctive, very characteristic. But instead, it is actually quite pleasant.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Like surprisingly pleasant. There's not that much of the hoppiness. It's mostly the sour. But it's actually mind-blowingly pleasant. I was really not looking forward to this, but it's actually like I'm I'm surprised.
It actually has like a very citrusy kind of taste after the first note is all vinegar.
Yeah.
Like 100% vinegar
It's
and
not
like
like vinegar, it's like lemon.
like lemon San Pellegrino or soda or something.
Like the, what is it? Like lemon.
Warhead.
Yeah, like it's sweet, so you cannot really say like lemon juice, but it's like a sugary lemon juice.
It's not that bad. After the first note, which kind of hits you in the face, the second one is a little. It goes from lemon to lime.
You do not taste a 7% alcohol for sure. You would think like, wow, 7% alcohol beer, that must be really strong. But actually, you don't really taste that. Maybe because of the strong characteristic of this beer. But I think anyone who would be kind of like, oh, I don't really like this, just by looking at the label. Opened it, drank it, I think they would be like, actually this is pleasant.
I think that this is like the first sour in my entire life that I might be able to have two of. And like, I might. You don't like it?
The back of my like Glens is like, it's just like, oh.
I do worry sometimes about, well, not worry because we don't drink a lot of sours, but like I think if you had like 8 of those on a night, are you gonna wake up with like a hole in your throat, or is it just flavoring and it's not actually like that acidic?
I don't think it's that acidic. It's not the throat, it's the Glens. The Glens is just like, oh, it's so sour, like get out, get more saliva out.
I always get like, whenever I taste something really sour, it feels like all the saliva in your mouth, like it's sucked into the liquid or the candy, and your mouth is like really dry. You're like, I can't produce enough saliva to dilute this.
Yeah, my mouth is just like, usually it's just like you're like watering the garden and it's like shh. But then like after this, it's just like, oh my god, the house is on fire.
Yeah. It's like the first note, you taste it, and then the second note is like the underside of my tongue gets like a little ping, and it's like, you know.
I'm definitely feeling like Glenn's just like, get the saliva.
But actually, I don't know about you, but I'm surprised.
I'm surprised, like good surprise, not like bad surprise.
I'm gonna give this a 4, and I think it's probably one of the best Parallel 49 beers that's been in the collection so far. I quite like it.
It definitely surprised me the most from Parallel 49. I would give Pleasant 3.55, but I don't think I'm just like trained to deal with sour stuff. Like I cannot have like a sour orange or sour mandarin orange. Like that gets me like, ah. So maybe I don't know. But I know people love sour stuff. Like for me, I cannot even look at person eating lemon. That triggers me. But I know people eat slices of lemon, and like that's totally fine for them. So for those of people, they will love this beer, I think. Next.
I'm surprised. I'm interested to see how this tastes after that one. This is quite
Let's get wasted here.
We have to say, it's a distinct label.
It is.
Every Red Racer label has the Red Racer mascot on it, which is that like pin-up style lady. This does not, which means like this is some serious business.
It also has like the golden reflective label, so you can see they put a lot of the thought to it.
Yeah, so this is Thor's Hammer Barley Wine. It's bourbon barrel aged, 11.5% alcohol.
Yep. Tomorrow's not gonna be a good day for me again.
You know,
it's training.
I researched it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why all the barley wines? There was a barley wine in the Phillips one last year. Like, why are these in beer calendars? And it turns out
there's a hype for, I guess.
Barley wines are actually just ales. They're ales brewed in a particular way that are typically also quite strong. They say on Wikipedia they said 6 to 11%. So this one is even above that.
There's no foam. It pours like a syrup. There is no foam. Zero.
That is inert. That is a noble gas.
This blows my mind. I have never seen a beer that gave you 0 Zero. This is a syrup. Like, what?
It basically looks, I'm not sure how well you can see it. It looks like apple cider.
Yeah. Or like, I don't
iced
know,
coffee or something.
syrupy thing, right? Like it has the very
Wow.
caramelly.
It's got a strong aroma.
Oh, it smells like cold medicine.
And like, it's like you open the bottom of the sink and there's a couple of...
Why do you always make it sound so horrible?
I'm just being honest. Okay, I smell bourbon. That's part of it.
There's nothing that smells like you open the bottom of your kitchen sink.
I'm not saying it smells like a septic tank. I'm just saying maybe you left an onion down there for too long.
No, I think you have never smelled that before and you just think it smells bad.
I smelled some old onions in my day.
Yeah, but this is not that bad. It's just very distinctive. It's not like rotten or anything.
It's like your dad poured you
It just
a
smells...
Dr. Pepper and Jack Daniels.
You know what? That's on point. That's a good one.
If you go off the beaten path, maybe once every 4 or 5 times, you actually get the perfect description.
That description is 100% on.
This is like you asked your
just
roommate.
Smelling it makes me drunk.
Your roommate in university. You asked him like, "Hey, yeah, just make me a drink of whatever you got," and he poured you like half of a Mickey and a can of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that's right on. Spot on.
The can was open overnight.
No.
All right. Well, okay, we'll stop there then. Cheers.
Cheers. Real scared.
Good Lord.
What the heck?
Oh my God. It actually tastes like whiskey.
How is this beer? There's no carbonated, like zero carbonation. It's actually just like whiskey.
It's less strong than whiskey.
How is it not whiskey is my question.
It tastes like whiskey. It tastes like an old fashioned sort of.
Yes.
But without a cherry in it.
Yes.
It's this is wild.
It is not a beer. If someone gave me a blindfold and then they're just like, what do you think about this? Do you think this is more whiskey or beer? And I'll be like 100% more whiskey than beer because it is not carbonated. It does not have the texture of the beer when it first touches your lips, and it's just blows my mind.
You know, I have to hand it to Central City, like, and Parallel 49 for that matter. They keep hitting us with weird stuff. It's not like, you know, IPA, lager, like they keep mixing it up.
Yeah.
This, I sort of feel like is a miss, but it's at least ambitious. It seriously is like, I have that like warmth that you get when you have
the
liquor.
Whiskey?
Yeah, like I have warmth in like my lower throat spreading out into my chest.
Wow.
And like I smell like
whiskey.
I smell like an old, you know, like rancher or something. It tastes, Kate's right, it tastes nothing like beer.
Like if you were
beer,
like blindfolded and someone asked, do you think it's more whiskey, like close to the whiskey family or close to the beer family? I think whiskey family.
It's also
I'm so
strong.
scared to take another sip.
It's so strong. And
oh my God.
You know, normally 8%, 9% beer, fairly par for the course.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me that much. You can taste, if this is a 7, you can't taste it at all. This you can taste like twice as much.
Maybe because it's not carbonated, that it just, when it goes down your throat, it gives that whiskey feeling.
Also, like, extremely bitter aftertaste, for me at least.
I don't get that, but usually for me, I don't really get that bittery or the warmth of the neck, like when you drink hard alcohol. But this is this is adventure. This like if Phillips were just like very nice uncle that you had, like, you know, he's kind of a wild, but he's not that wild. He's just like a nice uncle that came along, you know, just for Christmas, like you have fun time with. This advent calendar is like a lot more wild.
This uncle drives a motorcycle.
Wears the leather jacket it's like, Tommy, hop on.
Yeah.
And like, Mom, my mom said like, don't do that because it's dangerous. Like, nah, she's asleep. It's okay, get on.
You could do 5th grade again next year.
And then you know it's not a good idea to do it, but you get on it, and then it's like one of the best thing you did it.
Well,
might be.
Maybe. And then that uncle gets put in jail.
Yeah.
And when you're 15,
Just
you're like,
smelling
government
it. Oh my
sucks.
God.
And when you're 18, you're like, I understand now. This uncle's trying to get you drunk.
Yeah, this uncle is a wild one. Leather jacket, have like this helmet and stuff.
It's so strong. Like,
Oof.
I don't know that I like it very much at all, honestly.
I guess because it is cold, because we chilled it, because it's supposedly beer, so you chill it. I think if you let it cool down, like warm up with the room temperature, and it's not served in a beer glass, rather in a whiskey glass, I think it would be more pleasant. Yes?
Enjoy, decant to remove the sediment of lees. We did not do that, I'll tell you that right away.
Whoops.
And then, enjoy lightly chilled now, or cellar for 5 years or more. In the tiniest possible prints on the label.
So, like, when I'm 30, I can just open this up. Well, I guess I'll be 29, technically.
You know, I mean this sincerely. If somehow you're watching this video in 2020, 2021, around that time, let us know how it was. Maybe we drank it wrong, but this is...
But I mean, for that to happen, I think it needed to be corked instead of, like, you know, just that bottle, like the tin.
I feel bad, but I think this bottle is, like, wasted on me. I will consume it, but at the same time,
I think it will definitely open up palate for sure. It will train it.
It was like Kate and I. It says it's aged for like a full year. Kate and I went to a really fancy restaurant once, and they brought out a cheese plate for dessert. And then they're like, "Oh, this cheese is like wrapped in honeycomb and buried beneath the soil where it ferments for 6 months, and then we dig it up and I spread it on one of the like little crackers they had, and I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life. It tastes like poison. And then they're like, oh, and that one's like cheddar. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Give me that cheddar.
Alright, we should end the video.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. We're back on track. This is weird. I give it a 2.
No, I give it a 4.